Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. They'll run on first down. Kent. Oh, what a juke into space. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now at his first two carries in the ballgame. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Rolling to his right. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now a give right side. Kent, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The play fake. Joseph. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they...
He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Kent. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Second and 8 coming up. Play action. Joseph dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Off the play fake. Joseph, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he? He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss. And they'll run again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. A big no-no. Put that in capital. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points. If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Handoff comes to Chubb. Powers through him. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Second and 10. From the gun, Joseph. That's complete to John Ross. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Operating from the gun, Joseph. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throw left side taken in by Washington. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Washington's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Second and 6. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Tua, a final shot before half. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Nick Chubb becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Tua. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. Kent, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 76 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Kent. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a give right side. Kent, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Hunter Bryant, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Joseph going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing on 1st down. Joseph into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st down, Kent. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Kent. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw hauled in by Washington.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now a give right side. Kent. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Complete to Washington. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively at second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Joseph. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Joseph.
And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now Tua. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On now is Seibert for the Lion field goal.
This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Joseph. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off-play action. Joseph. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This is caught. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll run on 1st down. Kent. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there for Detroit.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Joseph. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Detroit, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.